Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll come out in the pistol. There's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Now Gillisley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Here we go now.
Play clock winding down.
Gone.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. In the slot on the right is Graham. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete. Tim Brown, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Now 3rd down, less than a yard. They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Bruce Arians with a decision to make it. He's made it. They're going to go on 4th down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tim Brown, 68 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side.
Gone! Back to Philly, here we go!
The throw on 2nd down is gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Gone. And he's got Gresham. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Gone! All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
Time running out here on the play clock. Just beating the play clock is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. They'll run with Gillisley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Gillisley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Set. Green, 39. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's Gillisley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 4th down.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one chipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Gone. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That'll be a gain of 16. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, gone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with an acrobatic catch. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Billy Cundiff now to kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It'll buy some time right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Seahawks a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go. 3, 9, 10.
To throw on second down is gone. And this is complete. It's Marshall. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go.
Goff now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Crockett Gilmore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Condifon for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go.
Curse goes in motion right. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Goff. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Goff now on second down. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come up with an offset eye. Here's Goff. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And the play clock's running down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Condifon for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And it's second down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Night Train